What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Make sure you guys check out my channel for more content. I've got positivity videos on there. I've got singing videos to remind you guys to always do the things that you love to do. I've got more pick-a-card readings, zodiac readings, and much more. There's a narcissist series, a grief series, there's an encouragement series, so there's so much more coming out all the time, guys, and I am in the process of working on a new divination skill. So that being said, we'll go ahead and get into it. This is going to be for the new moon, the Lionsgate new moon in Leo on Sunday, August 8th, 2021. What changes are coming? This is all about chaotic change. There's a lot of energy going into this new moon that's coming up. So you may be dealing with issues with the opposite sex. You may be dealing with some anger issues, some emotional egoic issues coming out, and the want to truly express your inner being. Okay, so before I get too long into this, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to do 4 piles today, so obviously simple. 1 for the Magician, 2 for the Priestess, 3 for the Empress, and 4 for the Emperor. I'm not going to go too crazy into this, but let's see what Source has to say here, guys. Source, what messages do you have for the collective? Pick a pile. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the Lionsgate, August 8th, new moon. What messages do they need to know? What changes are coming? What's happening during the new moon for the collective? Pick a pile. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How can we help out the collective here? What messages do they need to know for the Lionsgate new moon? Pick a pile. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How can we help out the new moon? Excuse me, the collective during the new moon. Help them know what changes are coming, what to expect for the Lionsgate new moon. Pick a pile. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let's get into it. What messages do you have for pile number 1, Source? What do they need to know? Okay, thank you. Okay, so you guys have 2 cards coming out. Alright. Make sure that they're all going to fit on here. So, and pile number 2, what messages do you have for pile number 2, Source? What do they need to know? Okay, they want this one. Thank you. What messages do you have for pile number 3? Whoa, okay, thank you, Source. Really trying to get these in here. These cards are so large. Alright, pile number 4. What messages do you have for them during the new moon? Lionsgate new moon in Leo on August 8th. It's 8-8, guys. The abundance number. Infinity for pile number 4, Source. What messages do you have for pile 4? Thank you. Alright, and what other messages do you have for pile number 1, Source? Whoa, okay. I wasn't going to do 4 cards, but I guess now I am. So, pile 1, you're done. Okay, and pile number 2. What messages do you have for pile number 2, Source? For the new moon. Okay, thank you. Well, pile number 3. What messages do you have for them in the upcoming new moon in Lionsgate Leo? Thank you. And for pile number 4, what messages do you have for pile number 4, Source? What do they need to know on this upcoming new moon? Okay, you want that one. Thank you. What other messages do you have for pile number 2 for the new moon in Leo? Alright, thank you. This got stuck to my arm. Crazy. Alright. On pile number 3, what other messages do you have for pile number 3, Source, for the new moon? Thank you. Oh, okay, so these 2 are coming out, so you're done. Pile 3. Okay. What other messages do you have for pile number 4 in regards to the new moon in Leo? The Lionsgate new moon coming up in Leo, this chaotic change. Thank you. Okay, and what last messages do you have for pile number 2, Source? What do they need to know in regards to this new moon in Leo coming up on Lionsgate? New moon in Leo. Okay, thank you. And last messages for pile number 4. What do they need to know in regards? Thank you. All right. So maybe I'll turn these around here like this so you guys can see them. Okay, so pile number 1. You guys have the Magician. Okay. Pile number 2. The Popes. Okay. Pile number 3. The Empress. Okay, and pile number 4. The Emperor. Okay. All right. I'll move these out of the way. Maybe if I can get them to stay. Okay. So for those of you that chose the Magician, this is for you. What's coming up for this new moon in Leo? Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. We have the Moon in reverse. What's up, guys? Ooh, you've got a lot coming through. And the 5 of Swords in the upright. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to say that it might be very emotional. Like, let's start with that. It's going to be very emotional because I think you're going to notice that really at the end of the day, I feel like there's been some sort of energy coming through where you wanted to blame other people for the situation that you've been in. And you've really wanted to put it on everyone else. And what you're not seeing is that this energy that you have is actually tied to a suppressed memory that's from the past. It's definitely from the past. Could be absolutely with you have the Moon card in a new moon reading, right? So this is absolutely about connecting with your emotional side. This is about connecting with the inner feminine that you are. I'm going to move these up so that way then you guys can look at them a little bit better. Hopefully they all fit. I'm actually going to curl this under here. I need to redo my thing, but that's besides the point. Okay. This here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see all those. But yeah, there's been this enslavement energy coming through. It's like you're really truly feeling trapped. I feel like maybe you guys have already started going through this before getting to this reading. I feel like you guys have already started to purge this energy. That it's been maybe not purging in the way of like really going through a shedding. This is more about just a realization. You know, if the moon were in the upright, I would say this is a serious shed session, you know, where you're getting rid of a lot of unprecedented energy from the past, energy that has created chaotic messes in your life, reoccurring patterns that are coming up. But what's happened here is it's like you didn't notice that you were repressing something. And with both the moon and this King of Wands here, this could very well be your parental figures or people that you held in high responsibility or high respect when you were a child. But now it's coming back around and it's a cycle that's about to complete itself, because what's happening is that you have realized that it has nothing to do with them. Sorry, I have to move my ring. It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. You're the one that has created this for yourself. You're the one that has basically created a prism within your own mindset, okay? And it's nothing bad. I don't like, this is not a self-blame energy that's coming out at all. This is just kind of like the light bulb moment, like, oh, wow, like I was giving my power away and I didn't realize it. You know, it's like thwarting one's best efforts, because look at what you're looking at. You're looking at this Four of Swords, and this is like being trapped, you know, pure pressure. It's like everybody else is weighing on you and trying to make you do what they think is right for you. And it's like, you're just kind of like, why do I feel like I have to follow this energy? And then suddenly you're going to see, oh, like I've been suppressing this my whole life. Like I really truly have been in an energy where I couldn't overcome that. Like I couldn't overcome what was going on. I couldn't get rid of it. And so now what's happening is that you're coming into a realization, because this is success against all the odds. It's like you have to go into hermit mode. You have to realize that this has nothing to do with anyone outside of yourself. This has to do with your own energy. This has to do with your own being. And it has to do with you protecting yourself from outside energies that are potentially negative and boldly negative towards you. Like I'm getting a sense that whoever these people are, they are very aggressive towards you. And not like, okay, so let me rephrase that. They're not aggressive, they're passive aggressive. And you're realizing that, like you're realizing this is a passive aggressive energy to try and get you to fall away from what it is that you know is right for you. And boom, we in the reading with this Five of Swords here, like, look, bitch, I don't care. Look, sir, I don't care. Look, whatever, I don't care. Because here's the thing. This is my life. You had a chance to live your life, and this is my life, and I'm not going to let you live vicariously through me, because that's not how this works. You had your chance to shine, and you still have your chance to shine, and if you're not going to use that to shine, well, I'm not going to let you hold me back, okay? So that's definitely what's coming to light. It's weird because this is about chaotic change, right? There's a lot of emotions here. And being that the Moon card came up, yes, this is the mother wound, so some of you might be a masculine energy dealing with the mother wound, and others of you might be a feminine energy dealing with the paternal wound, right? The father wound. But let's get a clarifying card for the Moon card, please. May you please have a clarifying card for the Moon card? Okay, they want this one. Yeah. All right. Growth. There's growth coming. May you please have a clarifying card for the King of Wands? Thank you. All right. On the bottom, we have the Three of Cups in the upright. Yeah. This is all about parents. This is, okay, like, it wants to come out in the upright. Normally I would take it reverse because this is a side, but I'm going to take it as the way it wants to come up because it was coming up this way. So this is about people offering you just a little. Just a little. So this is a breadcrumbing energy here that's coming through. It wants to be in between both of these. Okay, this is a breadcrumbing energy here. And for the Three of Coins, to clarify the Moon in reverse, this is talking about when you let this go, what's going to happen is you're going to grow beyond this. Like 3-3 is a very powerful number for you here, right? 3-3 is a very powerful number for you. And this is about growth, expansion. You know, when you see the Three of Cups in my particular deck, it's talking about a baby or, you know, like a creative project that's growing. So these two cards coming together is telling me that when you let this go, suddenly you're going to see all kinds of opportunities come together, and you might even form an alliance with somebody new. You have this humongous heart here, right, coming through. And it's interesting because there's even a heart right here on this card. And it's showing that you're going to find a newfound love in your life. You're going to find a newfound love for a person, for a project. It's like going to be like, you know what, I'm tired of trying to make this person see me, because I feel like that's what's been suppressed. It's like you've known all along that this person doesn't see the true you. They don't see you at all. But they sure pressure you a lot because they think they have a right to tell you how to live your life. And sometimes you have friends that do that. I don't know what's up with my frequencies, guys, so be patient. The internet here sometimes can be kinky. But I feel like, you know, sometimes you get friends that are like that, pile one, but most times these are people who have taken care of you, and you turn into an adult and they really feel like they have a right to tell you the direction in your life that you need to take. And that's not fair. That's not fair, because they had their opportunity. That's it. They had their opportunity to grow. They had their opportunity to do what they needed to. So what's coming for you in this Lionsgate new moon in Leo, okay? Chaotic change. Whoever is the opposite energy of you, okay? Again, you could be divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm not saying you're man or woman, okay? I just want you guys to understand this. Whatever energy that you embody, whoever is the opposite energy of you, you're going to come to this realization that all this time they've been trying to keep you focused on them and their breadcrumb, and sources telling you, like, just put it down. I've got something else for you over here. And you're not seeing it because it's like they want all your focus. They want that. But look, they're coming at you with this immature energy. They want to keep manifesting your energy towards them, your attention towards them. They want to keep manifesting you having the spotlight on them, when really the spotlight needs to be on you. And that's what I think this person is afraid of. They're afraid that if you take away the attention from them, that the spotlight really is going to be on you. And I am getting the sense that you're meant to be in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form, whatever that means to you. You could be somebody that likes to work behind the scenes, and that's perfectly fine. But it's like still that energy of you making some sort of creation that is going to impact the world in the long run. Okay, and what's happening here is it's like this energy of growing. This is a growth beyond your parents, right? Like, it's like these are the parents and this is the baby. When this is in the reverse, this is talking about being neglected, somebody having to take care of the ones older than them. And I think you've done that for a long time. And so for this to be the card on the bottom of the deck coming after the Five of Wands, this is saying that you let that energy go. You're no longer in this Three of Cups in the reverse. You're now coming into a place of exponential growth. And you will leave this person behind, whomever they are, and that scares them the most. And that's why they're holding on so tight. Like, they can't stand to let you go. But they have, like, that's the thing. It's like they won't let you go. You have to let them go. And that's the only way that it'll work. There's no other way for this situation to work, because if you keep coming back to this, first of all, it's going to be a lot of resistance, and you're going to have a lot of chaos come through that's going to make you actually let go of this. Okay, I'm just going to, from my own personal experience, if we don't let ourselves just be in that moment of realization and understanding that we can't appease this person, because there's nothing, I'm just going to tell you, there's nothing that you can do to appease this person. When this King of Wands is in reverse, it's talking about diverting the self, thwarting one's success. This is about creating a situation that you yourself are being the self-sabotaging, okay? And that's what this person likes. This person can't look you in the face because they want to keep you in an energy of self-sabotage, because that means that they're winning. But really, what are they winning? What are they winning? They're winning not having to look at themselves. When you really heal yourself and you let this person go, you're going to step up into your own energy, which is what this new moon is all about. It's about allowing yourself to live authentically. And this could be that emotional ego not wanting to let go. And that's something that you have to come to terms with. It's like, you know what, ego, I know that we've held on to this our whole lives because you've been trying to protect me from this energy of breadcrumbing, but what you're missing is that this is what this person is doing. This person does not love me. There's no love here. There's no love here. There's suppression, self-sabotage, and this is enslavement, entrapment. Okay, like this person has done everything in their power to keep you entrapped in their energy. Like, they have attached themselves to you. And it's not a good energy. And the only way that they've done that is through their anger and their jealousy and their greed, and they've kept you focused on one thing, and the one thing that doesn't matter, i.e. material things here. They want you to focus on material things. They want to keep making you feel guilty about material things because that makes them feel like the bigger person. They don't realize how much they're hurting themselves, pile one. And yes, it hurts you because I feel like you do have a deep care for whoever this is. But this is about learning about yourself, okay? Like, again, it's never too different with all of my piles, okay? It's never too different with all of my readings. It's always about learning yourself, which is a beautiful thing. But in here, this is about something that you've repressed. And in repressing it, I feel like in running away from it, pile 1, here's the deal. In running away from what your intuition has been telling you, you have been self-sabotaging. And you've kind of come into this place where you're on the edge of the sword and or the knife, right? The double-edged sword here. You're on the edge of the sword and you're afraid. And look, on the bottom of the deck here, we have embrace your emotions. All your feelings, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted, which is what the moon here in reverse is telling you. It's time for you to put your moon in the upright and purge this energy. You have to embrace this, right? The number 19 card, and we have the 18 card here. So again, this is 9-10. We have a completion. You're allowing the fruits of your effort to be seen, right? You're allowing the fruits of your efforts to come through with this. But the more that you keep denying yourself this, what happens is that you actually are diverting energy and allowing those fruits to rot. Okay? Sometimes it's just about surrendering. I feel like you fought wanting to surrender to this because it's scary. This is something you've never done before. You've always had this person in your life, and this is something that I keep hearing, who does that make me if I let go, even though this person's not that nice? That's what I heard. And the thing is it doesn't make you anything except for loving yourself. You gotta love yourself, pile 1. If you don't love yourself, then what? Then what? You're trying to give this person love when you don't even know how to love yourself. And how is that fair? It's not. It's not fair. There's nothing in this that's fair. So learn how to love yourself. Learn how to let go. Okay. These two wanted to come out. Learn how to let go. And sometimes I think the hardest thing for us to realize is that each person is on their own individual path. And that's scary because if it's not the same path that we have, then who has the same path as us? And I think part of it is understanding, pile 1, that nobody has the same path as you. Everybody's path is so unique and different because it's all based on everyone's individual perspective, you know? And that's the thing. It's like, here's the deal. You have to let them go through their own trials and tribulations. You can't solve that for them. And I feel like you've wanted to solve that for them. Luna coming out on the bottom. Yeah, this new moon is huge. It's a huge staple for you. For confidence, look, confidence coming out from underneath that. For confidence, this is about you finding your confidence through illuminating the fact that this person is only holding you back. Right? Oh yeah, I was going to get one of these. So this is something new. I've had these for a while. I just never really brought them out. But I want to get one message. These are my channeled messages. Okay. So let's start here. Okay, they want this one first. So we have Dragonfly Emergence. Yeah, so this is perfect with this. It's like when you let this go, you're going to come out, grow your wings, and be able to fly. Right? Emerge as the beautiful, lucky, prosperous person that you are. I feel like you're the only one that's been holding back your luck because you really want this person to be there for you when you glow up. But that's the problem. When you glow up, this person turns into a devil. I don't know how else to explain it. It's sad, and I'm so sorry that I have to break this to you. And here's the thing, like, I don't feel like I'm breaking you any news that you don't already know. I feel like you know this. I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like you know that this person is not for you. They're actually against you, but there's like that part of you that hopes that they'd be there for you. Like I said, this is somebody that's been in your life for a very long time. It could be a father, it could be a mother, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent. This could be a brother, a sister. Just somebody that you care about, somebody you've been around for your whole life. And how do you let go of somebody that's just been there? Like, isn't that what it's for? Family is for, just to always show up no matter what the person's going through, no matter how they are? Well, in a perfect world, yes. But in this emerging world that we have right now, those of us that are spiritual, we have to let go of the past, because it's in letting go of the past that allows us to become more our true selves and to stop reliving those generational curses over and over and over again, which is what has been happening. And you've been thwarting yourself. You've been putting yourself into a cage because this person, they have your number. Lake, stillness. It's time for you to meditate, sit in stillness, sit in silence. Get away from this person for a little bit. Allow yourself a moment to breathe. I feel like this person is always around you, or they're always trying to distract you from what it is that you're doing. They're always trying to get your attention, because when your attention's on them, it's not on what you need to be doing for yourself. And that's what makes them feel like they're succeeding. And they enjoy that. I'm just going to tell you this, whether or not they consciously know it, their emotional ego enjoys that. They enjoy keeping you from doing what you need to do. Look at this. We've got the 32 card coming out. 5, change. It's grace. It's grace. Let me read these. So I am going to read these 3. I'm not going to read the whole of all of them, but I am going to read them, because if I read the whole of all of them, it would make these readings like super long. Okay. So, grace. This dragon flies into our lives when we have been or are struggling with self-worth issues, self-respect, self-love, or when we have been neglecting ourselves and our own care. It's time to look at ourselves and see us for who we truly are, which is what this person is trying to prevent, okay? This situation, this scenario, this could be a job, it could be anything, right? But I'm really getting the sense it's a person in your life. We are magnificent human beings learning about ourselves and discovering ways to let go of our self-imposed limitations and self-limiting beliefs. Grace's words are simple. Stop it. Now. You are much more than you can possibly imagine. You can achieve so much more than you foresee. Believe in yourself. Push the boundaries of your self-imposed limits. If you don't try, you will never know. And if you perceive that you have failed, remember it is not a failure. Only an experience given to you to learn from. Try again. Dragons have an issue with the word love due to our continued misuse of it, so they have opted instead for grace, which they tell me is more encompassing and authentic. Grace is a depth of acceptance of all that is within and outside of us. It's the end of a struggle and an embracing of the whole as we are. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Finding grace to accept this situation. Right? You care, like I said, you care about this person a lot. You care about everything that you guys have gone through as a family, as a whole. But the problem is that this person doesn't care about you the way that you want them to. And as unfortunate as that is, we can't change that. Oh my gosh. And you got the dragon card from this deck. This Love Whispers deck. Like, this is crazy. The number 24, which is 6. So we have 5 and 6. It says, focus on love. Love for the good in everyone. Look, and this is the only card that has a dragon on it in the whole deck. Trust me, I've been through this deck. I love this deck. I freaking just love the artwork in it. It's so pretty. It reminds me of, when I was a kid, they used to have those, I can't remember the artist's name, but they used to have those things that had like the oceans and the whales and the dolphins and stuff, and that's exactly what it reminds me of. If you guys know, comment down below and let me know. It says, look for the good in everyone. It is easy to see the faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place. Focusing on the love will heal and change any negativity that there is. You may be experiencing a rough patch with someone you share a relationship with. Work towards turning things around. How you perceive a situation has a lot to do with how you feel about it. Be good to people, no matter who they are and what role they play in your life. When you approach relationships with a positive mindset, you reinforce the love in your life. Strive to be supporting and loving. Foster the good in others, and the return will be tenfold. Dragons symbolize power, magic, and balance. Let's see. The orange, yellow, and green tones point to a relationship, communication, and healing. A situation may feel intimidating, but you have the tools to get you on track. So that's actually perfect in regards to this, right? It's finding grace to accept this person as they are. I feel like there's some resentment coming through here. And so it's like, rather than focusing on the fact that you love this person, can you find grace within yourself to accept them, which will help bring a positive change to this whole situation, which you will succeed at. You will succeed at. There's not, like, you are destined to succeed at all costs. Like, that's the 5 of Swords in my deck, talks about succeeding no matter the cost. Heart of the Yellow Tiger Mother, number 13. Look, we have 4, 5, and 6 coming out. There's progress, okay? There's progress being made. Alright, I'm not going to read quite as much from these as I was. I was reading the whole bit, but I'm getting to know these cards a little bit better, which is good. There's so much to learn, though. Alright. Sometimes we must be strong and hold true whilst all around us seems to be shifting and changing, which is what this new moon is all about. The Yellow Tiger Mother, Kuan Yin, in her guardian role, is roaring her divine sound within you. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light, even whilst you are in flow with universal forces. Your strong roots help you to be at peace with your truth, standing your ground whilst your light shines true. In our surrender to the divine forces, there are times when we must be flexible and flow, and then there are times when the surrender is into holding strong and being true to our inner knowing. There are inner truths that we know are worthy of the effort to grow strong enough to honor them in our lives. These are the truths of kindness, compassion, and the right of individual being to be spiritually free and loved and more. The Yellow Tiger Mother sounds her roaring note within you. She is a fierce tigress, and yellow is her golden strength and wisdom. She urges you to listen for her sound within and trust yourself. You know when you need to stand your ground and not be swayed. Your strength at this time is needed like a protective shield, providing nurturing to a young plant. Your strength and refusal to be dissuaded from your truths helps your dreams and higher path continue to manifest, which is perfect because exactly what I said, this person likes to distract you like that. This is a huge distraction. Yellow, this is about your creativity coming through here, finding truth and staying in your creativity, letting your heart shine through. Letting your heart shine through and standing in your prosperous energy. This is about you saying, you know what, hey, I know we usually spend all this time talking, but right now I really have something to do, and I need to honor that for myself. And if they get mad, let them get mad. Let them stay angry in their own energy, okay? You don't have any control over that. How a person feels is how a person feels, and from my own personal experience, Pile 1, I know that this is difficult. Okay. Ooh, oh, emotional ego problems. What did I say? This is your emotional ego coming out saying, like, look, I don't want to let go because we've always had this person in our lives. Like, how am I going to let go of this person when they've always been here? Right? And that's the thing. It's like you have to weigh the pros and cons. Is it better to have this person keep distracting you from your day-to-day, from your creative energy, or is it better for you to grow and to say, you know what, I care about you, but I care about myself more. I have to take care of myself more. I have to follow what my heart is telling me. And then just limit the time that you spend with this person. It may not be entirely possible to walk away right now, but there's going to be coming a moment when you will be able to walk away, and that seems scary. I feel like you've never really done anything truly by yourself because there's always been this person in your life. There's always been the hope that they would come around, and I feel like they've come to the rescue, but you have to understand, whereas that is a huge ordeal. Sure, they came to your rescue, they helped you out, they've been there for you. Here's the thing, they've only ever done it with something, an ulterior motive in mind, and that's been to distract you from your purpose, your inner truth. Why? Because they have emotional ego problems, and you yourself are dealing with that. That's projecting onto you, and it's reminding you and mirroring back to you that this is an emotional ego problem for you, suppressing the fact that this person keeps you in an energy of self-sabotage. Okay, Pile 1, and that's okay. It's nothing to blame yourself about, but that's what's going to be coming up for this new moon. Chaotic change. Understanding that nobody's thwarting your efforts except for you. And I feel like that's been the hardest thing to realize this whole time, because it's easier to blame everyone else. What I said when we first got started with this pile, it's easier to blame everyone else and say, oh no, that's not me, you know, and not feel your emotions, you know, embracing your emotions. You've got both a unicorn and a dragon, mythical creatures coming out, purity and pure magic and strength. This is your energy. You're purifying yourself. You're allowing your inner strength to come through. And that's scary, because what is this person going to think of you when you allow yourself to step into your full power and strength? Well, I'm going to tell you what, they're not going to be happy about it. But that has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them. They're stuck in their own emotional ego problems. They're stuck in their own want to breadcrumb you to keep you coming back. And I feel like that's something you've dealt with everybody before. Like, you've had a lot of people breadcrumb you in your life. You've had a lot of people breadcrumb you in your life, and that is so sad, because you deserve so much more than that, pile one. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to have everything that you desire in your life. And it's not always easy, right? It's not always easy. So emotional ego problems coming out, a huge heavy hitter here. Just kind of like summing up everything that's going on for you right now. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing to blame yourself, because once you allow yourself to just surrender and do what you need to do, you're going to win at all costs. There's not going to be anything standing in your way anymore, because you were your own roadblock. And we all go through that on this journey. But this is what I have for you, pile number one. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah! Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Alright, pile number 2. For those of you that chose the the high priestess, but the popess. Excuse me, I needed a drink. It's a pretty intense first pile. So what's coming up for you guys for this new moon? Oh! What the hell is that? Oh my gosh! Give me just a second here, guys. I can't even flip over the other cards, because look, I can't right now. I can't. If you guys didn't see the shuffle, go back and see the shuffle. This is wild. This happens all the time in my readings. Like, oh my gosh. I simply can't. I can't. I'm like, whew, let me catch my breath. Okay, so we have the popess in the upright. Alright, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Woo, and the Nine of Cups. Alright, so... Woo, there's some energy here, guys. This is some energy. What's coming up? Like, you're trying to really connect with your intuition. Let me get some clarifying cards here. May I please have a clarifying card for the Nine of Cups? May I please have a clarifying card for the Nine of Cups? Pile 2. Thank you, Source. And then may I please have a clarifying card for the Queen of Wands? May I please have a clarifying card for the Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands. Thank you. Alright. What do we got on the bottom? The Three of Cups. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. Put this here. So, yeah, you're dealing with somebody. You have your back turned to them. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords in the upright to clarify the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Page of the Page of Wands to clarify the Nine of Cups. Oh, pile 2. You guys were hoping for a union. So you're in this energy right now, the popess, like you're listening to your intuition, following, looking beyond the veil, like doing your rituals, your prayers, whatever it is that you guys do. You're really focused on that. You're really focused on that, okay? And it's like, this could have been a friendship. This also could have been a love situationship with these two cards here. Here's the deal. if this is a friendship, there's not enough passion for this friendship to continue. That's it. This is like telling you it's time to really shore up those old patterns, okay? With the 2 swords in the upright here, it's like letting go of things that are no longer serving you and sewing up those loose ends, okay? And this has happened. This could have been an Aries, air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. It could have also been a Pisces that you're dealing with. It could have been a fire sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius coming through. We also have Cancer energy on the table. Pisces, heavy Pisces energy here. Okay, so the thing is, though, is it doesn't matter what sign they are. It doesn't matter what sign you are. What happened here is you really thought that this was meant to be. And I want to tell you, like, I feel like it's upsetting because somebody in this situation was very controlling, and you felt like you were going to get in... You either did, or you felt like you were going to get involved in something legal. Something very legal. I started to say illegal, so this could have also been an illegal undertaking to gain money. It's very interesting that that energy just came flying through, but it did. And the thing is that Source is telling you, yes, you listen to your intuition so that you could learn how to turn your back on these energies that are trying to manipulate you to get you to do what they want to do. This is that sewing up the loose ends energy, okay? But it's like you feel like you have to get involved with the legal system, and you don't want to. Like, it's kind of like defensive energy here. You like, can't we just let bygones be bygones? And maybe you got dragged into a court situation without wanting to, so there could be kids involved. There could be a... When it's illegal, I feel like this person is trying to put this blame on you. This is a very low vibrating energy here, okay? This is a very low vibrational energy coming through here. And it's like they're trying to blame you for something that they started. Or like you did the work on it, you didn't know it was illegal, and they're trying to put that on you. Oh, well, no, pile 2, they knew about everything that was going on. They knew about everything, because look at this energy here. You're confused. You're like, what the freaking actual heck here? Like, is going on? This is confusing. This is being disillusioned. This is like not being able to see. There was a lack of communication here. You were the one that was listening to your intuition. You followed your insights. You followed yourself. I feel like you did leave this person, but now this is coming back. It's coming back, and you have to sew up these loose ends. You have to say goodbye. You're the one that has to put a close to it. It's like, I get this energy that there wasn't a close. There was no conclusion to this situation. It was just like you kind of had to walk away, or you were forced to walk away. All right. And in that, what happened was, it's like now other people are trying to get you involved in this. And it's like you're still sitting over here in your priestess energy, your popus energy. And it's like, no, look, I don't want to do that anymore. But you have your back turned on this. And so it's like you're learning discernment. But this situation left you confused, completely uprooted emotionally. Not physically, not passionately, not mentally, emotionally. This tore your heart out. This tore your heart out. Because I feel like you gave everything, and this person just was so immature. Like, I really feel like this person is this page energy coming through twice here. Emotionally, they put nothing in. It's like they... Okay, so I'm getting this picture of somebody painting something for you, when underneath it is actually a canvas of dread and anger and hurt and pain, and they're trying to cover it with light colors and bright colors, but they're doing it with watercolors, and so the oil paints underneath it start bleeding through the watercolors because it's oil. It's oil and water, right? They don't mix. Like, it's that. So I see the analogy now. I see the analogy now. Wow, that was a really weird analogy, but I see it now. This is oil and water. You are oil and water. You're thick. You have consistency. You have viscosity, right? You're here giving some sort of... You leave a mark everywhere you go. You're this beautiful energy. It's like you shine everywhere you go. This person dries up. They dry up quickly. It was like when you guys tried to mix your ideas, when you guys tried to mix your resources, when you guys tried to mix at all, it was oil and water. It separated as soon as it touched. Right? There was no mixing. It's like maybe it broke you apart and you kind of splattered across the top of the surface, sure. But eventually what happened was it shined through, and you started seeing that this person was trying to manipulate you, and they really thought they could. They thought that you weren't very strong. Here's the deal, pile 2. This person really thought that you weren't very strong, or they think that you're not very strong, but something is telling you otherwise. And this is a part of you really needing to trust your intuitive senses. Okay, this has been hard for you. I feel like you have given everybody the benefit of the doubt. I get this energy from you that you're very super sweet, and you're very giving and loving and kind, and you just want to celebrate and be happy and grow, and you want people to grow with you. Like, that's why this is coming up in your energy. It's like you want everybody to grow with you, around you, and not be in this energy of like backstabbing and lying and deceiving, excuse me, right? And that is what's coming through, and it's like you've almost lost your purity because of it, because it's like everybody keeps leaving me in this state of emotional brokenness. And it's like that's what Source is telling you. You're learning from this new moon that these people played a crucial role in your life in helping you reconnect so that you can have this beautiful growth. Like, you're coming into a state of forgiveness in this new moon. The chaotic change for you is a deep sense of just being able to accept what happened and know that it's like nobody's fault. Like, it's not your fault. It's not their fault. It's just that you can't mix oil and water. You can't mix it. Nothing is coming from that. You're going to be open to the fact that this person has always approached life from a very immature perspective. They communicated with you because they told you what they wanted to hear, but at the end of the day, their action was all based on lying to you to get you to do what they wanted you to do. And when you realized that, you uncovered their mask. You uncovered their mask, and that is what hurt them, and that's why there was this energy of them manipulating you even more and forcing you out of their life. But here you are. Here you are. And you have your back turned to them because it's like you're more concerned about listening to Spirit, to Source, to God, whatever it is that you choose to call it, the universe, okay? There's this energy of you choosing to listen to the Creator because it's like, you know what? The Creator hasn't let me down, and everything that I've gotten sense-wise and intuitive-wise from the Creator has happened. And when I trust that, everything turns up okay. And that's this, shoring up the habits. It's like, this is letting go of bad habits, letting go of this need to always feel like you need to be confused. And that's the growth. That's the growth here. 2, 3, you're moving forward. You're moving forward. Right? 2, 2, 3. It's like you kind of stayed stagnant for a while. Feel like this may have happened a long time ago, or it's currently happening. And wherever you are on the journey, what happened is this lingers for a long time. This energy of lingering for a long time, like you replaying it over in your head, like, what if I had done that? Or what if I had done this? Or what if I had listened to my intuition early on? You couldn't change anything. There's nothing you could have done to have changed this, because if you listened to your intuition early on, it would have triggered another series of events that would have played this out again to make sure that you still listen to your intuition. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. It's a cycle, and the point of the cycle is to overcome it. And so the cycle had to be so big that it caused you to really step up into your Popus energy. This divine feminine, this beautiful, caring, loving, nurturing, sensitive, intuitive, empathic energy. Listen to your heart always, pile 2. 222 is a very powerful number for you. It's ringing without this whole reading. And another thing that's very powerful for you is letting go of immature, manipulative people. It's okay to be by yourself for a while. Right? It's okay to find your strength. Like there's a need to locate your strength here and change your perspective. This sense of needing to change your perspective here is so deep, because that's where your transformation lies at, is in a change in perspective. Just, can you find it in your heart to forgive this person no matter how hard the pain, like no matter how heavy the pain is, can you find it in your heart to forgive this person? Because at the end of the day, if this didn't happen in your life, because I can't say it happened to you. It really happened for you, pile 2. And sometimes it's hard for us to see that. And I do feel a lot of resistance to that. It's kind of like this energy of wanting revenge. Like there's this energy of wanting revenge. Ooh. But you can't, because revenge is a dish best served cold. Look at that on the bottom. Release. Release. Stone people vigilance. I'll get into these in just a second. But I just want you to see this. Release. You have to let this go. Okay, like they're coming out very clear that this is an energy that you can't just continue to hold on to and be angry about. I feel like you put all your creative energy into this situation with this person, and at the end of the day, they took advantage of you. And I feel like that's what happened. And when that happened, look, Luna coming out again. This came out in pile number 1. This is crazy. For the new moon, Luna makes herself known. Okay? Embracing that divine feminine, embracing your emotions, allowing yourself to feel your emotions, right? So that you can experience freedom. Ooh, okay, so I guess freedom wants to be out. My bad. If you don't let me know, you let me know. That's it. Shoot. Okay, we'll hold that one out. But here's the thing. It's like if you keep holding on to this energy, because it happened for you. If you keep holding on to this, like, why does everyone do this to me? Instead of saying, why am I, okay? Why am I attracting these energies? What is it that I need to observe within myself so that I can actually overcome these types of energies that seem to crowd around my life? Because I feel like they do. I feel like they come at you from all angles, and I feel like you're just kind of confused about that too, because it's like, why do they keep coming in? Why do they keep, like, why does Source keep allowing me to be around these people who don't seem to care about me the way that I care about them? Right? And that's, Source is trying to show you that you're so much more powerful than you think you are. And when you change your perspective, you're going to see that this has happened to create you and make you stronger. Key word here, create you. Okay? That seems so counterintuitive. But it's true, because the thing is that when our seed breaks open and we allow ourselves to release the hurt from the past, then we grow and we allow ourselves to become the oak forest. Okay? We allow ourselves to grow up and be fierce without reserve and allow ourselves to step up into our energies, right? This is chaotic change, this new moon. So what is this chaotic change? Well, it's radical to think that you have to accept this as it is, right? But what if it's so radical it might actually work? Letting it go and keeping true to your path are so strong here. You know, you've got autumnal equinox, which the autumn equinox may be a very important pivotal time for you, right? It's not too far away. It's coming up next month. Okay, we have this energy of you needing to let go of what's no longer serving you. It's like it's played its part. Could you imagine if trees held on to their leaves for their entire lives and they never let go? They would never grow. This 3 of Cups is all about growing emotionally. So you might be new. It might feel like you're starting over, but you're not. Okay, pile 2, what's happening here is that you're actually learning. You're learning how to build strong emotional relationships, and that started with yourself. You know, when you think about 3 in the sense of growth, it's when the plant springs up from the ground, right? Trees cannot bud in the spring if they don't release in the fall. And that's what we're trying to do here. It's like releasing this so that you can, come harvest time, which is autumn, you reap what you sow. You planted good seeds. Now it's time for you to reap those rewards, right? The fruits of your labor. But if you keep holding on to this, it's going to keep putting you in a situation that it's not going to serve you, right? It's not going to serve you. You have stone people vigilance. Stone people have been here for all of life. They've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the unconventional, the norm. Whatever you say, they've seen it. They've weathered the storms. They've stayed here vigilant, not out of fear, But out of knowing that's just who they are, they're meant to see everything. Okay, and maybe that's part of your journey. You're just meant to see and experience so many things so that you can become a leader for people. So that you can lead the way and teach others how to stay consistent with their plans, stay on top of the things that are in their lives. And that's not a bad thing. That's a beautiful energy to have. And it's sometimes scary because all of life has taught us to hold on to and resent people who've treated us this way. And you're bringing in a new belief system. But it has to start with you. Balance. Oh my God. Look, balance and freedom. Balance. Balance. Think about source and nature. All of nature has a balance. You know, in the springtime we plant seeds. In the summer they blossom. In the fall they begin to die. The transformative season, right? In the winter they rest. Everything has balance. Balance depicts the aspects of us as a whole in our light and shadow sides. Embracing both sides, the light and the dark. They exist in both. We as humans have many different faces we show the world, and we can vary from situation to situation daily. We have our family side, our work and colleague side, and the face that we have with our friends, even our cross side. We are made up of light and dark as well as all the grays in between. Balance asks us to accept and embrace all these sides of us, even the ones we don't like to admit. For this is how we grow and heal and mature spiritually. His appearance in your spread is to remind you that everything is perfect, even if the situation you find yourself in is pushing your buttons. He says fear and frustration only serves one purpose, and that is to disempower, stay focused on a positive outcome. You can call upon my energy and wisdom to guide you to be more balanced in how you view or feel about your situation. You cannot have darkness without light, no sun without the moon. Again, the moon coming up in the new moon reading. If you find yourself in a perplexing situation, ask for his wisdom to be bestowed within you. You can request his assistance where balance needs to be restored in any situation, whether personal or global. No situation is too small or too great for the dragons. Balance. Balance. And I'm not going to read freedom because I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Balance yourself and free yourself from this prison that has created itself around you because of the way this person treated you. This is not the first time somebody's treated you this way. This is a pattern. This is a pattern, and this is about you letting go of that emotional upset and confusion and letting yourself grow. And I did pull one of these for pile number 1. I'm going to pull one for you now. Okay, they want that one. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Slow down. Number 9, over the 9 of Cups. Look at that. Beautiful. Pause and allow things to unfold. I'm going to read this one. Everything in your life is in divine order. There's no need to rush nor hurry. In your excitement, you may overlook the importance of enjoying the creative process. Getting to the goal is half of the fun. You might also miss guidance or messages when you don't allow things to unfold naturally. Regroup and release the need to race to wherever you feel you need to be. Slowing down will allow you to appreciate what is in front of you. Embrace this moment. There is nowhere you need to be that will not be there later. Recognize the importance of making time to take pleasure in the journey. Slowing down will also help you be more aware of what is going on for you. Find a quiet place to sit and gift yourself the opportunity to be in nature without any interruptions. This may mean disconnecting from your cellular device. Observe what is going on for you spiritually. Listen to your thoughts and identify your feelings. And I feel like that's in connected with this. Look, to be over the emotional discontent card here. It's like, slow down and let yourself really truly feel what happened with this situation. You know, it might hurt. It might be painful. But if you don't allow yourself to feel it, how are you ever going to overcome that? 999 is a powerful number for you as well because we have Mother Fierce on the bottom, and that's the 18 card. I'm not going to read this. I just want you guys to see the 18 card coming out, reminding us that 999 is a very powerful number for you here. the Yin Empress, and we start with the Popess. This is very feminine energy coming through. This is the Divine Feminine deck, yes, but this is very high potency feminine energy coming in. This is about you connecting with your own inner Empress and becoming that guiding light in your life. The number 40 card. Okay, let me get there. All right. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and empowerment of the Divine Feminine. The Yin Empress herself. What did I say? This is about you embracing a higher light in like Divine Feminine energy. This is very powerful. You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. You are a spiritual leader. What did I say? The stone people, like you're supposed to be some sort of a leader. I can't make this. I didn't know what this card was. Holy crap. You're a spiritual leader and a pioneer, and part of what you are here to do for the planet on a soul level, whether you're a man or a woman, is to empower the Divine Feminine. The cosmic Empress of Yin, or Divine Feminine energy, so that we may live in a more balanced state as a species on Earth. The Divine Feminine is only now making her resurgence on this planet, and many do not understand her. Your sacred task, for which you will be richly supported, nourished, and rewarded, is to help live her truths now. In doing so, you're planting seeds. Like, everything this is saying is everything I've said in the reading. Like, I can't. Of awareness and experience for others to draw from when they too are ready to live in her sacred truths. This will explain why at times you feel you do not fit into the current culture. You are not meant to, because you're meant to help it grow and change. In the same way that beloved Kuan Yin had a rebellious and compassionate streak and did not fit into the world in the way that it was because she was born to help it heal and ascend, so too does your soul yearn to make a real difference in this world, to help it be free, freedom of fear that leads to competition and domination and power struggles, and instead live from a place of love and peace. And I feel like that's what happened here. There was a domination, a power struggle that happened in this connection, and that bothered this person, and this person did something to try and hurt you, and they did. They hurt you. Whatever happened here, it hurt, and it hurt really bad. But that's okay. You don't have to let that stop you from moving forward. Ah, this is funny. Okay, so we've got open your eyes. And this, to me, when I got this message, it was about opening up to your third eye, opening your eyes to see the truth. Not what you see with your eyes, but what you know with your heart. So it's like this is about you really connecting with that Divine Feminine, the intuition, that inner energy, and letting yourself feel it. Letting yourself feel the emotions, what happened here, the hurt that happened here, and not letting yourself get stuck in this energy of like, I gotta take revenge, I gotta be in a revengeful state, because no, you don't. You don't have to do anything except balance your own energy and realize that this all happened for your highest good. Even though that's hard. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to see that. It's hard to see when we get hurt so bad. It's hard to see how that could ever have been for our highest good, but it's for our highest good because sometimes our ego leads us down a path that's not for our purpose. It leads us down its path because it just likes doing what it likes doing, right? It was as a situation for survival, and your ego gets so used to getting its way that part of the spiritual journey is about truly overcoming that. And sometimes we have to get stuck in these situations that leave us in confusion, that make us feel like we're going through legal situations here and there and doing this and doing that and whatever. And at the end of the day, we can't change that. We can't change what has happened. Okay, we can't change the way somebody else perceives our energy. We can't try to make someone else see us for who we are. And we can't let them, like, that's the thing. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much you love somebody else, you can't make them see how loving of a person you are, pile 2. Like, you can't. There's nothing in the world that can change that. And as much as that hurts, it's like, why can't they just see that I love them? And why can't they just love me back? Well, because you don't know what that person's dealing with on an emotional level. I mean, the way they treat you is definitely an indication of that. But at the end of the day, you can't Just say, you know what? Look, you asshole, or look, you bitch, or whatever you want to call them. You can't just be like, look, you need to get your shit together. At the end of the day, the only person shit we can get together is ourselves. And that's what hurts. That's what hurts you. It's like, I really gave my all to this person. I feel that. I feel like you've given your all in every situation you've been in. And so what this is saying is, how can you turn that back towards yourself and give yourself all this energy and love and light that you've been giving away to everyone else, and then watch yourself bloom. You're meant to bloom. You're meant to go places. You're meant to do things. You're meant to have a great following, whatever that means to you, right? We can't always just glow up in the span of a few seconds. Like, it takes time to plant those seeds. Mother Earth didn't just boom and have all the plants on her face of her planet in a night. Like, it didn't happen like that. Even if you believe in creation or not, it doesn't matter. Creation is still creation. And at the end of the day, it still took time for the seeds to grow. It still took time for them to take root into the ground. And that's what this is saying. It's like, it's going to take time for you to let your intuition root into the ground and be stable here in this 3D plane. It's not that you don't have a strong intuition. You very much do. But what takes time is to root your intuition into the ground instead of your ego, instead of your emotional ego. That's what takes time. And you just have to trust that it's a process and to follow that process. It's not always easy. It's simple. The steps will always be simple, but it's not always easy. But you're going to get there. So what's being brought up for you is just learning how to change your perspective on situations that make you feel completely unearthed and ungrounded, and definitely find time to ground. Definitely find time to ground in this situation, because it will help you come back to a state of solid perspective, okay? This is what I have for you, Pile 2. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. These readings have been much longer than I expected, but that's okay. This verse has a lot to say. So what's coming up for you in the Lionsgate New Moon? Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands in the upright. The Chariot in the upright. The 10 of Cups in the upright. And the 5 of Coins in the upright. Okay. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Leo, a Pisces, or a Taurus. You don't have to be, but let's get some clarifying cards here too before I get into it. May I please have a clarifying card for the 6 of Wands? Pile 3, source, clarifying card for the 6 of Wands. Okay, well, you sent out a whole bunch of cards here. What do we got? Okay, so they want these two out like this. Just going to take it as it comes. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So, you're spiritually growing. There's a beautiful energy here. You're spiritually growing. You're jumping bounds with your own inner growth, and that's good. It's like you've come up into a place of balance with yourself. You've come up into a place of honoring the fact that you have to do what's right for you. You're overcoming the pain that you've experienced in the past. You're overcoming the defeat that you felt in the past. You know, a good news is coming in. You're going to build an alliance here. And the thing is I feel like you're definitely afraid to take a risk. Okay, with this King of Coins coming out here, this is fear of taking a risk. Okay, you're afraid that you're going to lose something that's so good. You know, you're stepping up into a leadership role. Like, you're getting more balance with your material things here, but you're still in this energy of not trusting the process and not being in balance. Like, this is fear of rocking the balance, you know? This is your energy. There's definitely, you're going to be dealing with a fear that's coming through, a manipulation of yourself. Okay, and I feel like this alliance that's coming in has to do with somebody that you could potentially love. You know, with this Page of Wands here in the reverse, It's just kind of an indication of somebody coming in with a lot of sexual energy, and you're afraid that you're gonna go back into this energy that you've gotten yourself out of. Feel like falling for people who don't have your best interest in mind. It's not that this person doesn't, it's just that you're the one that's afraid of taking a risk. It could also be a fire sign coming into your life, and you guys get bonded really quickly, really fast. Like it's like lightning speed. Like I keep seeing a lightning bolt come in, and it's like it's very fast. Lightning and thunder. It's like just crazy fast. And what happens is that the Leo or Aries or Sagittarius, they might not want to take that risk like that because they too are afraid. You're both afraid of being manipulated by the other, afraid of transforming, afraid of dealing with the suppressed emotions that this brings up. But there's a problem that's coming through as a need to face reality. There's a problem that's coming through. This is a need to face reality. Like this is a situation for your highest good. Okay? And this is something that the new moon is bringing to you. It's like this person's coming in so that you can actually purge those repressed memories that you have in your system. Because there's something that's not being shown here. And I can't tell you what it is because Source doesn't... You know what? Sometimes Source doesn't show us everything. Why? Because that would just kind of defeat the purpose of the journey. Like, there's a point to having surprises along the journey. Right? There's a point to having surprises while we move towards something that we desire. And it's like you're moving into this position of leadership quickly, too. I feel like that scares you as well because you're afraid that that's just put... Oh, wow, you just showed it to me. Thank you, Source. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. You or this other person are headed towards leadership. Okay, and being in the limelight, you guys are going to be the one that helps the masses to become something more. Like, people are going to look up to you. That has been what you have been working towards. You're making movements. It's like you go from 6, 7 to 10. It's like this huge leap. Okay, and it's like this is neglect of tried and true methods that work. And something huge is looming. And that's what it's like. It makes you scared. Like, that's what's giving you this sense of scare. Because it's like, you know, you're moving up into this leadership and you're afraid that this person is this energy and this reversal energy. This is your fear. This is not truth. This is your fear coming out. You're afraid that this person only wants you for your money and your leadership position, and so they're trying to be like sexual towards you just for this leadership energy. And this is your fear. This is your fear. You have to face this. You haven't had this situation before. You haven't been in this situation before. You haven't been here before. And it's like, you have to trust your intuition, not your ego. This is about you learning to really cement yourself in your intuitive energy. Because the problem with it is if you let your ego win out here, you're going to recycle a certain kind of situation all over again. And so this is good news. An alliance. This is an alliance. This person that's coming, and it might not be a love interest. Okay, this could just be a friend. This could be a friend, but look, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse underneath the Six of Swords. So it's like, either way, you're both afraid, right? We have a King and Queen here. So this is what's giving me that it's a love situation. It's like you both are holding on to something because one of you is afraid that the other one is going to come after them just for their money, and the other one is afraid that the other one's only going to come after them because they want to manipulate them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and you're both being immature about it. Like, you can't really be more honest than that. Like, it's just an immature energy, and that's what's coming up in this new moon, is something is going to scare you, and you're going to have to face that. You're going to really have to face this fear that's being brought forth because there's a need to transform, and it's like you don't want to transform, but the minute you face reality, look... Oh my gosh, like, you guys should see these cards. Like, I'm just going to show them. I didn't pull this many for the other decks, but all these cards wanted to come through, okay? Look at this. So you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, Death in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the House of God, and the Nine of Cups, okay? So what's going on is somebody is afraid of being manipulated. They're afraid of letting go of something that has happened in the past, a darkness that has happened in the past. And really, it's just because they've been suppressing some kind of energy for a long time. This is a suppression. Okay, this is something that's deep within you that hasn't been wanting to come out. But boom, the house of God comes in and says, look, whether you want to or you don't, we're knocking your ego off here. We're knocking you off here because spirit needs to come through and start filtering through from the crown to the root. We need to get grounded in this energy. We need to deal with this pain. You need to take this risk. And when you take this risk, boom, you come into, this is happy, fulfillment, everything that you could have ever wanted. Balance, emotional fulfillment, emotional love. Everything here. Wow. Hold on, guys. Let me check on my dog real quick. It's been so dry here. They're all, even I'm dry, so shoot. But do you see what I'm saying? Like you have to overcome this fear. This is all fear. This is all just, it's not source saying you're bad. It's not source saying anything. It's source saying, look, your emotional ego is afraid that somebody's coming in to manipulate you. You're afraid to take a risk because you're afraid all they want is what you have to offer them, not who you are. And that's what this transformation here, right? The nameless card here coming up in reverse. This is death in reverse, showing you that you have to let go of this thought. Boom, slash this out. When you slash this out, you're gonna like uproot a memory within you that has been so deeply put down. This could have been somebody in your childhood. This could have been your first love. This could have just been distrust along the way. Something that has been compartmentalized because of everything you've been through. Whatever it is. Source is telling you it's time to face reality. Like it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. And when it happens, you're going to be like, wow, why didn't I do that sooner? Because now I'm emotionally fulfilled. Everything I wanted is coming true. But you're afraid. You're afraid of rocking the boat. Like, you're afraid of being yourself in front of this person and taking a risk with this person. I feel like you care about this person. When they come in, there's, like I said, it's like lightning. There's going to be this energy of like, holy moly, where have you been all my life? But then you're going to have reserves because you're going to be like, whoa, you know, look at that. 6 here and 6 here. This is about balancing your energy, finding that sweet spot, knowing that it's okay to have reservations, but you have to trust your intuition here. And I feel like your intuition is coming in strong, saying, look, pile 3, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do here. You know that this person's for you. And you've overcome this energy. This is the energy that forced you into leadership. Okay, this, having somebody in your life that was emotionally and physically immature. This is like, all I wanted you for was sex, and that's what you're afraid of. For these 2 cards to come out together, that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid that this person only wants you for your sex. Right? Sex takes me to paradise. Yeah, your sex takes me to paradise. And you know, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, okay, it's like this energy of them. That's what you're afraid of. This is a fear coming out, okay? For the 6 of Swords that come out on the bottom of the deck, this is telling me this is all in your head. This is your emotional ego coming out saying, oh, hey, remember when Bob cheated on us? Remember when Sally took us to the mill and slept with 4 guys? You know, whatever it was, okay? It doesn't matter. Whoever it was, whatever happened in your past. I'm just trying to give you guys an example. There was a pain. There was a hurt. Somebody took advantage of you in the past. And you don't want that to happen again. You don't want that to happen again. This is about you leaning in. Look, we have actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. But what I first got from this when I saw it was actions speak louder than words. Don't get caught up in the word part of this, okay? Get caught up in the, how does this person treat you? Do they respect you? Do they honor you? Do they put you ahead of all things else? Like, not just, okay, like, I mean, not giving up their self-love, obviously. Like, they can't give up their self-love. That would just be codependency at its finest. But does this person put you ahead of everything else, right? Like, do they really focus on the fact that they care about you? Do they try to show you that they care about you? Do they say that they love you, but then are they running away from that? Like, what's going on here? This is about you using your discernment. Stop listening to your emotional ego in this and listen to your heart and allow your heart to guide you. Look, we have platinum coming out, and this is a sign of like connecting with all your chakras. being confident that you are a channel for source, that you are getting channeled information. And I feel like this person is coming into your life because you guys are meant to do great things together, and you both are reserved about the other one. Like, you guys are both afraid of each other. Like, you're afraid that you're so connected to each other. Like, you're afraid of what's going to happen. Like, there's a deeper love here. Like, there's a real true love here under the surface, and both of you guys are afraid of showing it because you're afraid of what's going to happen. And I understand that. I completely understand that, because it's like, if you've been hurt so many times in your life, you know, it's like, can you trust anybody really? You know? And I get that. I get that. Yes, you can. Why? Because there's new beginnings coming in. The fog is lifting. Okay? It's always darkest before the dawn. When the sun rises, it's beautiful. That's what's going on here. It's clearing the fog away. It's clearing it so you can see it. Like, under that DNA karma, you have gone through this. This is an emotional continuance of a generational curse. Okay? This is something you've been through a lot, but you guys have, look, underneath that, a lot of passion for each other. There's a lot of passion here, not just sexual passion. This is like lifelong passion coming through here. And I feel like this is a fear of yours. It's like, this person has only come into my life because they only want me for sex. They only, you know, I care about this person, but it's like I cared about other people in the past, and all they wanted me for was my damn OPP, you know? And so, all right, well, they want me to do this card first, so I'll do this card first. And that's scary to you. That's scary to you, but this is just you learning how to listen to your heart instead of your mind. Your mental state has gotten the better of you time and time again, and this is going to be a huge challenge for you right now. Wow. We got the number 7 card, magic and manifestation. Ask and you shall receive. That was exactly what I heard. You have asked for a compatible love partner for a very, very long time. Somebody that was going to get you at your core. And you know what? That which you seek is also seeking you. They too have asked for somebody that would understand them and get them at their core. And guess what? Eventually, your paths are crossing. And that's what's going to happen in this new moon. It's about you listening to your heart and letting your heart guide you and not being afraid, even though it seems so scary. Like, it's scary because you've come so far on this journey. You're definitely spiritually advanced. You've got the Chariot and the Upright here. Huge, huge spiritual advancement here. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Not your heartbreaks. Trust your inner knowing. These dragons are a beautiful pair with 2 equal parts. Can I just stop right there? That's you. 2 equal parts. King and Queen. 2 equal parts, but you're both afraid of each other. These unusual dragons are powerful allies to have and are among the most influential and magical of all dragons yet to come to Earth. They are the alchemists. If they've shown themselves to you, their message is this: we have danced into your consciousness as a reassurance to you that the worst is now behind you. What did I say? This is about listening to that inner knowing. Your journey has been a long and arduous one at times. Now look to the future and embrace what is to come. Call upon us when you want things to swoop into your life. We are here to help turn your dreams into reality, change your world, and support you. And as you take on this transformation, again, you wanted to not transform because you're listening to your emotional ego. And this is about letting go of that and being hopeful for the future. And it's hard sometimes, especially when you've been through so much. Look deep inside and ask that, what do I really want? Once you're clear about your choices, we will assist you in your task. They carry the limitless energy of magic and manifestation, and be warned. Be sure and clear in your intentions when you invoke our presence, for we are the alchemists. It is what you are asking for, what you truly desire. Will it serve and benefit your higher purpose? They will dive to your aid when you need any kind of practical support. If you need help on a specific aspect in your physical existence here on Earth, call upon their dynamism to help you manifest it. They are the miracle makers. So again, this is maybe you needing to ask for help connecting with your intuition and overcoming your fears, facing your fears. It's like you guys, this energy that's coming through, it's like you're both afraid of each other because you're afraid of getting hurt. again. Right? But there's no need to. It's like, this is overcoming toxic relationships. You've been doing that for so long. It's like you've fought for that. You fought for this change within yourselves, and I think that you've really brought that on. Like, I get this energy, you've really brought that on. Good news, an alliance is coming. Don't settle for someone who doesn't treat you with respect, but don't be afraid to take risks either, because it's without risk you won't get anywhere. Think of all the risks you've already taken to get where you are right now. A lot, right? A lot. To become a leader, this doesn't come without risk. Now they're asking you, be willing to take a risk in love. Follow the fact that you lead with your heart. Wear your heart on your sleeve. And let this person show you. Okay? Don't be afraid to show them. Don't be afraid to show them. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Boom. The number 11 card. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because you're so strong. Again, what did I say? This is about following your inner light, your intuition, knowing, your inner knowing, your heart. That is your inner strength. The angels are asking you to dig deep inside yourself. The strength is in you. Though it may not feel like it right now, you will be able to push through this. Believe in yourself and know that you have the power already that you need within you. When you are in a state of empowerment, you can live from a natural state of peace. Being stressed or afraid is not a natural way of living. That's what this is. Being freaked out. Try to figure out what is challenging you and disconnect from whatever is creating stress. Establish boundaries and take back your personal power. This is the ideal time to develop a new way of thinking. What has been dominating your thoughts? Are you caught up in old patterns? You have control over your feelings. Remind yourself that you have the inner strength to tackle whatever you are currently facing. So this may refer to feeling small or blocked. The crown emphasizes higher knowing, and you have more power than you realize. Believe in your inner strength. Okay, I can't, look, even magic and manifestation are saying that. Know what you want and then trust that it's going to come. Look to your inner strength. Listen to your heart. Allow yourself to really embrace your inner self. If you don't, then what? Right? Okay, so we've got the sacred river Yangtze. I think that's how you say that. The number 25, 7. 7 is about luck when you change what it is that you're doing. Okay, let me bring this one up. If I said that wrong, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure it's Yangtze. The sacred river Yangtze eternally flows and changes. Just as the river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Veils and sheaths that once covered your soul light are being washed away. Again, the fog card is coming to mind here, which we got already. Cleansing by sacred water specifically indicates that your emotional life and your life direction are being purified and healed. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your life path are unfolding are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. The sacred river Yangtze, in which beloved Kuan Yin delights, is always subtle changing course, flowing and growing. You, like the sacred river, are changing too, beloved. Your life direction is going through subtle realignments, and even in the midst of a far more obvious change, you are encouraged to trust the natural unfoldment of this process, to allow it to work its way through your life, through you and your life. The sacred river Yangtze is an extension of the intelligent guidance of the Divine Mother, her hand reaching through your soul and guiding you towards your highest destiny. She helps the higher self release any impurities which it no longer needs to contain. In doing so, there can be a period of spiritual release and even a physical detoxification. The detox may occur through emotions that surface, inexplicable pains or aches in the body, a feeling of tiredness for no particular reason, and a need to rest. The urge to meditate more, do healing, go for swims in the ocean, attend a yoga class, or even change the way you're eating and sleeping. These are natural intuitive impulses that confirm your soul is going through a cleansing process as it brings more of its purity into expression on the physical plane. And this goes hand in hand with your inner strength. You're being guided. This is guidance here. This is huge guidance. It's like understanding that you can trust your intuition. You got the Empress. She's like the mother of the tarot, right? The mother of the tarot. This is beautiful energy coming through here. It's like connecting with your inner being so that you can grow and have that new beginning. Trust that it's okay to take risk. Wind, activation. This is cleansing. This is a cleansing time for you. You're going to be cleansing out energies that are keeping you from taking those risks. You're going to be letting go of those energies that are no longer serving you and coming up into a time where you're not afraid to really like let yourself be seen and heard as you are. This time is about chaotic change, but this is going to be a subtle movement for you. It's going to come in like the breeze, because when the breeze comes in and touches you, it's going to carry out what's no longer serving you. And it may feel like a huge deal, and it may not. You've been on the spiritual journey for a long time. It kind of gets less and less as you go. You know that. You know that. But this is about activating the soul. The soul, activating your highest path, looking towards the soul, manifesting what it is that you desire. Look, 7, 7. 7's a huge number for you. 11, trusting the process and having faith. 666, okay? Like you guys have these huge numbers coming out, these powerhouse numbers coming out to show you that you are on the right path. You have new beginnings coming. You're going to get through the fog, and this is about finding passion in life again. I feel like you've been stagnant for some time, and it's like you're not sure, and it's like I feel like you think about whoever this is, okay? Like you do think about this person, and they think about you a lot, but at the same time, you're both trying not to think about the other because, like, synergy came out. Yeah, you guys are synergistic energies. You're trying not to think about the other because it's like the past has been too painful. Let go of the past. The past is in the past. Find your inner harmony and balance. Okay? Because there's something beautiful about to come into your life, and you're on the right path. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Even if it gets difficult at times, again, go and swim and go take a bath. Go get with water, because it's in getting with water that you're going to purify your soul. You're going to purify yourself. Go stand out and dance in the rain. You know, it's not always complicated to get to where you need to go. There's easy ways to get there so that you can bring in the light and allow that to shine within yourself. And then when you do, you're not going to be so afraid when the right person comes in for you. Again, you might have to go through another person. You might not, right? The dogs are coughing like crazy today. I don't know what's going on. It's something in the air. Mama. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I have some medicine I gotta give to him after I'm done with this reading. So, anyways, guys, just keep fighting the good fight. That's what I heard. Keep fighting the good fight. And just know that there's something that's coming that's more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. And it might have taken a long time. And it's taken a long time because, unfortunately, you've allowed yourself to go through so much, and fortunately at the same time. And I understand that too. It's nothing to do, it's nobody's fault. I don't want you guys to think this is your fault. I don't want you to think this is anybody else's fault. What this is about you allowing yourself to blossom into the being that you needed to be. Because to become a leader, we often, like, that's the thing. People become leaders all the time and they fade quickly into the background. Why do they fade into the background? Because they didn't have to work hard to get where they went, right? Sometimes that's just how it is. There are some people who grow up and they get through it and they get to it easy. And it's like, people are like, well, why did they get it easy? Well, you don't know what work they put in behind the scenes, and I feel like that's where you're at now. Just like that, when you blow up pile 3, you're going to blow up, and people are going to be like, why did pile 3 get that? Like, why are they so lucky? And you're going to be over there like, do you even have any idea how much work, how much fear, how much bullshit I had to go through in order to get to where I am? Nobody's going to see that, right? And that's what they're saying here. It's like, you just have to trust because you put in so much work. You've done the right thing. You've gone through the transformative energies. You've really upped your game in this spiritual game. And this is really, truly about you allowing yourself the opportunity to receive the manifestations that you've asked for. Okay? This is what I have for you, pile number 3. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile number 4. Those of you that chose the Emperor. I'm right here with the dogs coughing, being dry. I don't know what's going on. So you guys might hear the dogs cough in the background. It's okay. I have medicine to give them after I finish this reading. So I don't know why they're coughing, but they are. So it's just been really dry here. What's coming in for this new moon Lionsgate for you? The 8/8 moon, new moon. Okay, in Leo. We have in Leo as I turn over the Sun card, right? Beautiful. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Sun card in the upright. Okay, the 4 of Wands in the upright. I'll move these over so I can get them all on the screen here. And the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Can you get a clarifying card for this Queen of Swords in the reverse? May I please have a clarifying card for this Queen of Swords in reverse, source? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Interesting that this came out. Alright, the King of Coins in the reverse. And then may I please have a clarifying card for the 7 of Wands in reverse. Whoa. Okay, the Page of Cups in reverse. Interesting. And look at that, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. A lot of page energy coming out, guys. Okay, so let's just start. A secret's going to be revealed to you. Somebody has been very cold towards you. And they don't want to take a risk towards you. They don't want to, like, I feel like this is somebody who hasn't offered you love. They've been real shallow in the way that they've offered love. They've been real shallow in the way that they've done things. They've been real immature. And all of a sudden, something changes and they're going to come charging in like a bat out of hell. Right? But they've been really cold towards you. And you're kind of confused. Like, I feel like you're very confused about the situation. It's like, hold on, let me check on the 7 of Wands. Actually, this is in the upright. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was kind of confused by that with this 4 of Wands. Sorry, guys. I'm still, like, I feel like no matter how long I have these cards, like, it's just, they're hard to read sometimes. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Rant time, rant time, rant time. Okay, so, but no, that makes more sense. So, it's like, you felt like you were at a stalemate. You felt like things weren't coming through for you. You felt like things weren't working for you. You felt like, you know, you had to keep dealing with these people who didn't care about you. And so it's going to be revealed to you why. And for the King of Coins to clarify this Queen of Swords, it's like the reason this person's been so cold towards you is because they don't want to take a risk. They're the ones that are standing in their own way. Like, I just want you to understand that. It's like they don't want to give to you what it is that you want them to give to you because they're the ones standing in their own way. I feel like for you guys to choose the Emperor, you're definitely in your Emperor power. I feel like this is you guys standing up as the Emperor. It's like in this very straightforward energy, like you're not afraid to do what needs to be done. You're not afraid to say what's on your mind. You're not afraid to take action, right? But if you do it this way, look, you guys aren't even looking at each other. It's like the King is looking at you, but he's holding his coin over here, and it's like the Queen of Swords is about to cut the sun. But what she doesn't realize is that the sun is the one that's going to shine light. There's going to be something that comes through showing that this person didn't want to take any action towards you. They'd rather be cold and distant and non-communicative towards you. I think that's the right word, communicative. That's a hard word to say. And part of that comes from because it was time for you to realize that this is immature and shallow. Somebody who is only concerned with the way things look. Not with the truth. Not with the truth. Like, this could be a Scorpio coming through. It could be a Leo. We have heavy Leo and Scorpio energy here. Heavy Aries energy coming through. It could also be a Virgo or a Libra. It does not have to be, okay? But what's going on here is this person didn't want to give you their love. Like, they're afraid to give you their love in the future. They're, like, going to breadcrumb you. They're going to give you so little. Like, this is energy of giving you so little. And with this Seven of Wands here, it's like, to clarify the Seven of Wands and to be on the bottom of the deck, right? So it's just saying that it's like, you're going to realize this. That's the secret. This sun is almost like wanting to be up higher than all these cards, right? It's like, this is the energy that's shining light over this whole reading. You're in this power. You're done with bullshit. You've stopped taking bullshit. And what's going to happen towards this new moon, even though it's the darkened period of the moon, it's like you're going to start understanding the darkness of everyone else. Does that make sense? So it's like you're the one that's going to see, oh, well, they didn't want to take a risk with me, so they started treating me like I was a nobody. Okay, well, I can't change that. I have to accept that. That's being shined a light on. It's like your higher self coming in like, look, I got you, pile 4. Stop worrying about it. Stop being so upset about it. Stop being in this energy of like, oh, you don't deserve this. No, you don't deserve to be treated like a nobody because somebody else is afraid of their own feelings. You deserve love, and that's what's going to be brought in for you. It's like this beautiful energy, this warmth, this like, look, we're letting go of old habits. This was a stalemate energy for you, this Four of Wands here. It's like being stuck and not being able to move forward. This is energy of saying, like, you're letting go of old thinking. You're letting go of old patterns. You're letting go of things that aren't serving you. You're shoring up those old patterns that have kept you in cycles, right? This is letting go of the old and bringing in the new. The sun is shining light on this. You are the sun. You are the sun, pile 4. You are the sun. You're letting go of these old energies. You're letting go of what's no longer serving you so that you can have success. Right? This is success against odds. It's like somebody's going to come in and be like, oh, I love you, pile 4. Like, I've always loved you, but I couldn't see that before because I didn't want to give you love because I was afraid of my own love. I was afraid of my own heart. I was afraid of who I am. I was afraid to give you what I knew that you deserved. I was afraid, I was afraid, I was afraid, I was afraid. And you're going to be like, okay, so what does that have to do with me? That has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with you. And you're going to see that. And that's the thing. It's like you let that go and you say, look, you get in your own and you do your own. And that's it. Don't bother me with that. Because this person, you've realized that this person has nothing for you except they just want to look a certain way. And now that you're about to blow up, becoming the sun, when you blow up in this energy, it's like they're like, oh, that person's going to make me look good. Let me run after them with my cup in reverse. They have nothing to offer you. Right? Underneath that, you have the Knight of Swords in the upright. Somebody coming to be the hero. Let me be the hero, pile 4. Now that you've stepped up into your Emperor energy and you become famous and you become sound and you've gotten all this money and you've gotten all this stuff in your life, let me come to your rescue. And you're over here like, why? Why? Like, what do you have to offer me? Nothing. They don't have anything to offer you. They don't have anything to offer you, and that's what you're going to see. And it's like you have to use your discernment in this situation and realize that there's nothing more that you can do. You can't change the way this person is. You're the Emperor, and they're coming at you in everything but Empress energy, right? They're not coming towards you in an Empress energy. They're coming towards you in reverse King, reverse Queen, Page energy, reverse Page energy nonetheless. Reverse Knight energy, and then when they finally get in their energy, like brave enough to come forward, you're like, okay, that's nice. I cared about you a long ass time ago, but I don't now. And that's what's being brought to light towards you during this new moon. Again, it's like this may be the darkened period, but this is all about chaotic change. I feel like there was a point in time in your life that you said, no matter what, I'll wait for this person. When this person comes towards me, that I'm going to go ahead and accept them. But here's the thing, things change. Things change for you, and that's what's happening. The chaotic change in this is that you're finally letting go. That's radical change for you. It's like you've spent so much time, you spent so much time trying to be here for this person, trying to support this person, trying to show them that you cared about them no matter what. And at the end of the day, they just kind of left you hanging, and it was like they always said they'd be your friend, and then they never were. They never came in as a friend. And all they have to offer is very immature energy. Look, you have the Page of Wands beneath that. The Page of Wands. Very immature in the way they take action. Not sure. Not exactly, you know, look at how he's holding this stick. He's not sure. He's got one hand on top, one hand on the bottom. I don't know what I want. I don't know what's going on. That's what they're rushing in with. Look, they don't want to see that. They just want to rush in and save you. They don't want to see that they're unsure. They know they're unsure, but they don't want to see that. They want you to see them as the knight in shining armor. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. They want you to see them as the knight in shining armor. And you're not going to. Like, you're not going to see them as this because you know that that's all a facade. And so now you're stepping up into this Queen of Cups energy, right? And it's like she's very secretive. And she's very reserved in her emotions. She doesn't just show her emotions to anybody. That's why her cup is capped. She's the only one in the cups energy that has her cup capped. She's not offering her emotions freely to anybody. It's like, look, I've stepped up into myself and I know who I am and I'm ready to love. I'm not afraid to love, but I'm also not going to give it freely like I did anymore, because when I gave it freely, you just hurt the shit out of me. It was unfair. Look, the 10 of coins underneath that in reverse. Unfair. It was unfair. This is unfair energy. Nothing was distributed fairly. You hurt me. You gave me the runaround. You led me into the dark hole, and now you want to come and be my knight in shining armor? Just because I stopped contacting you, because I stopped talking to you? They're the ones who stopped first. Look, they didn't want to take a risk. They stopped and they became cold towards you. And you were like, okay, cool, let me go work on myself. And you did. And you stepped up and became the sun. What's higher than the sun? Nothing. I mean, maybe the world energy, but, you know, that's, the sun is still the reason the world exists is because of the sun. So here you are stepping up into this powerful energy saying, look, I get it, but that's fine. Go be somebody else's knight in shining armor. Go be somebody else's hero. This is heroic energy. And you're like, I don't need a hero no more. And that's the thing. I think when this all started, you wished for this. You wished for them to come running in and save you from yourself. And finally, the tables turned and you realized, I gotta save my own damn self. Like, I gotta fix my own shit, because if I don't fix it, then I'm just gonna be waiting on this person who obviously doesn't care about me the way I thought they did. Like, I feel like every time you guys hung out, there was a connection. I feel like every time you guys got together, there was like this weird vibe between you guys that was much deeper than you thought, than you've had with anybody else. But at the end of the day, they proved to you that they couldn't stand on your level. And then you leveled up without them. And that's why they want to come running in, because they want you to help them level up to your status. And that's not your job, pile 4. That's not your job. They gotta level up on their own. They gotta become their own damn hero. You want to go running into somebody? Go run to save yourself, because you were cold as ice. Why do I hear that song? I was cold as ice, right? Like, that's the song that's coming through right now. That's it. They was cold as ice. They didn't want nothing to do with you when you wanted something to do with them. And that hurt. It's my favorite card in the deck. Look. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. The sun, right there in the center. Shining. Shining bright over the darkness, the moon, everything. It's like they're in darkness and you're the only reason that they have any light in their life is because of you. But it's okay, like, you don't have to be this person's go-to, because I feel like that's the thing. You just got tired of it. You just got tired of being on hold. You got tired of being in this place of, like, why do I gotta wait on you? It's only, what's that energy? Oh, it's only when you want it that it's good. But when I want it, it's not? No. That's bullshit. People do that all the time. And that's bullshit. That doesn't make any sense. It's only good when I want it. Well, that's fine. Then go find it somewhere else. I'm sorry, but this is like really defiant energy coming through right now from you. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not. That's way too many. May I please have one card? Okay, well, this is the one that flipped over. So I'm going to take that one. Yeah, it's like they always thought you were going to give them everything no matter what. And I feel like at one point in time you were. I feel like at one point in time you were. This is telling me that you've really come and grown into your emotions and allowed yourself to become bigger bigger than this. It's like this whole journey is bigger than you, and you know that. You know that. And you know it's bigger than the connection that you thought the two of you had. Right? And now it's like you're the one that's turning your back on them, and it's not because you don't love them. It's because you realize that this is only... It's an energy of what can I get out of this? And you're done with that. Why do you have to be in any kind of a connection where somebody's only concerned about what they're going to get from you? That's not fair. It's not fair. If somebody's not putting in work, then it's time to go. It's time to go. If somebody's not putting in the emotional effort, it's time to go. You know, everybody's concerned about all the wrong things, and this person was too. They were concerned about how they appeared to the outside world. They didn't care about what their heart was telling them. And that's what Source is trying to tell you. It's like all along, all you wanted to do is listen to your heart, which is how we learn how to navigate this world and the dualities of this world. And now this person's willing to? No. Like, you don't want to do that anymore. Right? May I please have one dragon card? Don't be afraid to be open to your guidance either, guys. Like, I know it's not always what we want to hear. It's what we need to hear. So I'm saying, like, you're pretty defiant. Like, you're still heartbroken over this person. And I feel like that's the thing. It's like, this is about forgiveness, too. Letting this person, like, just letting him go and understanding there's nothing that you could have done to change this person. Finding harmony with yourself, right? Finding true harmony with yourself in this situation, because there's nothing that you can do to change anybody. There's nothing we can say. There's no amount of actions. There's no amount of love that we can give away to prove to a person that we care about them. If they don't want to see that you care about them, there's nothing that's going to make them see that. They have to deal with their own bullshit on their own. And it sounds unfortunate because, like, well, that's why I got on the spiritual journey, was so that I could connect with them. And I think that's how everybody starts on the spiritual journey, is so we can connect with the supposed other half of ours. But then that makes us feel incomplete. And you have to realize you are complete and whole as you are in this now moment, with no matter what you're going through. No matter what you're going through. Even though it's hard to accept. Yeah, submerged. I feel like this one wants to come out too. There we go. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Submerged, exactly. So there's, like, look at this person's only showing 10% of their face. Like, that's it. It's like you're the one that pulled the mask for them. It's like you saw the mask in the situation and you let that go. And it's like now they realize that you saw everything about them. They realize that you saw them down at the deepest core of themselves. And now they're regretting it. Like, now they're regretting it. And they don't want... That's why they want to come rushing in. It's like, how can I swoop pile 4 off their feet? How can I make them see that I do care? Well, here's the thing. They don't love themselves. And they can only love you as deeply as they love themselves. So it's like you saw the 90% under the water. You saw it. You were so submerged in the situation. You were so into this situation that I was like, finally you had to realize, I gotta go and separate myself and spend time in solitude. And it's like, not isolation. This is the hermit energy, right? Solitude. This is about spiritually learning about your darkness so that you can come into the light. Look, here's the sun shining through the clouds on this beautiful single purple tree on this island with its roots exposed. It's like you didn't want to expose yourself. You don't want to seem vulnerable. You didn't want to seem open. It's like, I just want to be with this person. This is a huge energy. It's like obsession at its finest. And then finally when you let it go, is like when you realize that this may not be the person that you're seeking. It was almost like the light shined through and let you see all that. So what's being open for you in this new moon is that it's like true ability to forgive this person. You're still defiant right now. You're still angry because this person hurt you and they said they would never hurt you and they did. And that's the thing. Look, the philosopher. I think this is Saturn in the background. Yeah, Saturn energy. So it's like, again, you're finding that energy to really truly embrace the fact that you had to go through some hard things so that you could turn into the leader. The leader for people. You know, some of the other piles were really rough too, and it's like you got to understand that sometimes as an individual, emotionally, we have to go through a lot of disconnected people. We have to go through a lot of selfish people. so that we can learn that the reason we had to experience that as empaths or as very sensitive people, you know, if you're called sensitive ever in your life, don't take it as an insult, take it as a compliment, because not everybody feels that. Not everybody can look at another person and understand what they're going through. Not anybody can just look at a person and know, you know, and that's a special gift that you have. And if people are trying to mock you and make fun of you because of that, the only reason they do that is because they're jealous, because they themselves can't do that. And I feel like that's exactly what you brought to this connection. You brought this sense of knowing and understanding everything this person was going through. And so you were the light in their life for so long that when you went dark, they couldn't see anything. The philosopher, this wise old dragon is all about learning and direction our life is taking. This can be in our 3D physical world or on a metaphysical level. He shows up when you've been considering taking up any kind of study or return to or continuation of formal education, as well as personal or spiritual in nature. He came in with a strong connection to Galileo, to our planet's solar system, mathematics, and science. He says, one is never too old or young to learn. Set your sights and reach for the stars, for you have much to gain and to reveal with your learning partners. He has a particular affinity with the stars and constellations and is often associated with people learning the old arts, such as astrology, scrying, and divination, as well as the sciences. He goes on to say, you've been putting off that which you want to learn. Your self-doubt hinders your true path and that which excites you. Your affinity to your affinity to the old arts is opening of your journey. Take this as a notice that you should follow that which you seek with your heart, for only then will you truly tread the steps of your destiny. His presence is to help us navigate our world in our chosen direction. He becomes our compass, our guiding star. When we are at a loss of what comes next, call upon his presence to help navigate your way forward. It's interesting that he came out like, it's just, this is that energy of you truly bonding with yourself. Right? This is something that I feel like you weren't seeing because of this connection. And so what's being brought forth, the chaotic change for you, is the embrace of truly knowing that you are a teacher of some sort. You could have Sagittarius very highly aspect in your chart. You don't have to, but, you know, Sagittarius is definitely the philosopher of the zodiacs. And so, you know, Pisces energy is as well. But this is that energy of really truly embracing that old religion, right? Like you could be getting into Wicca, you could be getting into, like it said, astrology, divination, sciences, anything that is very ancient knowledge. This is just old wisdom that everybody keeps calling new age, but it's really not. It's old energy that's coming back up. It's like everything goes through fads, and I feel like you have to look at religion and stuff kind of like our clothes. Like it comes and goes, right? Like it's just kind of like cycles itself through, and it's just because it's something that's so rooted, it takes much longer than it would with our clothes. And so this is you going back to something that's very ancient. This could be practicing very old practices from your family, voodoo. It could be practicing, I don't know them all, but I know there's a lot of different types of cultures that come in with this. Mythology. This could be Greek mythology. You know, Galileo, wasn't he Greek? Anyways, so it's just a lot of energy with old practices that people don't consider religion now, and you don't consider yourself religious. This is more about just practicing things that make you feel comfortable with who you are. And you should. And I feel like that's the thing that's going to come up for you. You're going to realize that you have to let go of this and know that it's okay for me to just practice and do what I want with my own self. And then we have the number 25, which is 7. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal affection and attention. This is interesting that this will come out. I really feel like this is for yourself. I don't feel like this is for another person. I feel like this is with yourself. You're coming into a state of learning that it's okay to be selfish, but it's not selfish to be self-loving. Like, I think people really think it's selfish to care about yourself, but as I was talking about religions, you know, it says in the 10 Commandments, love thy neighbor, but everybody forgets the second part. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. And what did I say earlier? This person's bringing shallow love to you. Why? Because they hate themselves. And if they hate themselves, how can they love you? They can't, because they don't love thyself, right? And these are just ancient beliefs. You know, the 10 Commandments are still just ancient beliefs, things that we can follow that are like a guideline for our lives, regardless if you're Christian, Catholic, whatever it is that you are. If you hold no religion, it doesn't matter. There's still a wisdom in this statement. So this is about romancing yourself, because when you romance yourself, then the person who's meant to be with you will come into your life, right? Quality time is needed. Whether you are in or between relationships, do something special that adds romance to your life. If you are single, it is important to do something for yourself. Can I say that again? Hello? Okay, what did I say? This is for you. What do you consider romantic? Is it an intimate meal? Flowers given or received? If you are in a relationship, do something for your special person. If you're single, buy flowers for yourself. Take a candlelit bath and pamper yourself with a favorite cream or lotion. As you treat yourself, imagine how happy you feel. As if you are not just doing this for yourself, but for a special someone in your life. It is important to prioritize yourself and your relationship. Try to make romance a consistent practice. It may not sound romantic to schedule dates with someone once or twice a month, but it will benefit you in more ways than you realize. Can you schedule a date with yourself, right? Can you schedule a date with yourself that's going to help you let go of the resentment that has happened in this situation? You cared a lot about this person, pile 4. I'm not knocking that in any one way, shape, or form. You really did care about this person, and they hurt you to the depths of your core. But that was to mirror something that you weren't giving to yourself. And I feel like that's exactly it. You wanted this person to come in and be your knight in shining armor. And that's what I was saying. Now it's about you becoming your own knight in shining armor and giving that to yourself. The dance unveiling, number 36. So which is 9, completing like bringing this cycle to an end, right? Not completing it just yet, but bringing it to an end so it can complete. The sun is the completion. There's a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Hello, didn't I say in the beginning that the sun was showing all the secrets? That's such a crazy situation. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Often we think we know Often, what we think we know is only a small part of the bigger picture. With some more information, what we think is the truth can shift sometimes dramatically and reveal a completely different reality. Sometimes we really imagine a situation, a person, or a place to be all that we think and feel that it is, only to find that it is not quite that way at all after some time and involvement has passed. There is an important situation in your life right now that is still unfolding, and you have yet to perceive it fully. It is safe for you to be patient and curious and trust what you feel is unfolding now. Don't rush to set things in motion, to form a structure, or even to make things concrete until you've had a chance to be clear about the situation or process. There will be a time in the near future when you realize that the graceful cosmic dance of Kuan Yin has unfolded and a veil has been lifted. At that time, you will realize that you are seeing much more clearly and accurately than you have previously been able to do so. And only then will an appropriate course of action or non-action come clear to you. Okay, so this is about letting that energy come in and present itself to you. Again, the sun is about revealing secrets. I can't make that up, guys. This is about revealing secrets. Somebody was cold. They didn't want to take a risk with you. You saw beneath the surface. They didn't like that, but then you left the situation, which forced them into solitude. It forced you into solitude. With your solitude, you grew. You're the one that grew. Again, you have success against great odds here. Okay? Now they want to come running back in because they see your success. They see you blowing up, and they're like, oh, now I can be with this person because they're blowing up. Like, I can actually be with them, and they're going to make me look good. Be careful. Be careful. Pay attention. How is this person acting? What are they saying? What they're saying match their actions, okay? There's no need for you to jump into something right away just because at one point you would have. Focus on yourself right now. Be the romantic partner in yourself. This is the number 20 card here. This is about trusting the process. Your angels are with you. You're coming to completing a cycle. You're bringing in new luck when you bring romance to yourself. When you allow yourself to be the one that you love, right? That's what self-love is all about. And if people are saying you're selfish, then you know what? At the end of the day, how much of your life have you spent trying to people please? And how much of your life has worked out because you spent all that time trying to please everybody in your life, like doing what they asked you to do. Just saying, it never works out. We've all been on that journey. We've all tried to make everybody else feel like you wanted them to feel like they wanted to feel, if that makes sense. But anyways, it's like you tried to do everything for them. You stopped living your dreams because your dreams made them feel uncomfortable. You stopped being who you were because being who you were made them uncomfortable. You stopped being loving because being loving made them uncomfortable. You know, there's all this energy of you having to stop doing what it was that you were doing because you're uncomfortable, right? It doesn't matter. If they were too uncomfortable to give you their love when you had given them an offer to, then that's on them. That's not on you. That's not in reflection of who you are. And that's the thing. I think people take that on as like, oh my gosh, I must be a terrible person because I offered them my love and they couldn't take my love. No. When you offer love, pile 4, if somebody doesn't want to take your love, that's a reflection on them and how much they care about themselves, okay? It's just, again, it's like mirroring back to you your biggest fear. You think that's a reflection on you, and that's just forcing you to find your own inner strength. And that's more powerful than anybody could ever realize. And you're more powerful than anybody could ever realize, including yourself. So give yourself this opportunity to really, truly romance yourself and be the partner that you want to see in your life. Because only when you act and see it and believe you have it, will it come into your life. And you won't be having these people charge in with just false offers of love and breadcrumbs to give to you. You'll actually have somebody show up and match you word for word. You'll have the Empress show up to your Emperor, okay? Or the Emperor show up to your Empress. Whatever you choose to equate with, okay? You guys are on the right path. Keep going. This is definitely going to be an emotional, rocky road for you with this new moon in the Lion's Gate coming up. But again, 8-8, it's about finding abundance. And sometimes our abundance is not about wealth and material things. Abundance is truly finding the blessings of being able to move on from a situation that has held us captive our whole lives, right? Or captive for a long time. So this is what I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. But as always, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah! Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.